Some of you guys have asked me to show you how I make a pie crust. You know, I will, just not today. There's a lot going on. It's Sunday, kind of tired. What do you do on those days? You buy a pie crust. It's not sacrilege. My mother had a friend of mine who's an accomplished cook praise her pies. She made a rhubarb pie that he thought was just wonderful. Yeah, it was butt pie crust. Anyway, what am I gonna do? I am going to make an apple pie. I'm gonna make a lemon pie. So the lemon pie, I'm gonna pre-bake the crust. What do? Real easy. Take our rolled pie crust, use whatever brand you like. This is not a name brand. I actually find it's a better crust. Put it in our pie plate. Like I said, we're gonna blind bake it. So, what do I have here? I have a bag of beans that I use to keep that pie from collapsing in on itself, getting all out of shape when I bake it. You know, it just helps it hold its shape. So I take these beans, and by the way, these beans are, that's all I use them for. I've had this bag of beans for a couple of years. So I set them inside my pie crust. I shape the edge. Just a little bit. I take the beans back out of the crust that I dropped. I throw them on the floor. I make a mess. That's what we do. Men in the kitchen being we in that. So there, it's ready to blind bake. Apple pie. Again, lazy, Sunday. Rolled out pie crust. Came from my local Aldi, actually. So I'm just gonna lay it in the pie plate. I use an extra deep pie plate, by the way. I'm gonna clean this mess up a little bit. Oops. And then I'm gonna work some apples up. Okay, so we just started blind baking our crust for lemon pie. Now I'm gonna peel some apples. I have 4 Granny Smith, 2 Galas. I like the combination. Granny Smith are nice and tart. Gala's nice and sweet, a little bit of texture difference. So I'm gonna peel apples. So now I'm going to peel the apples. Actually, I'm going to peel the last apple. We had a technical difficulty. Love the apple peeler. It's an Amazon version of a Pampered Chef. Wherever you get yours, they're a godsend for this. Anyway, I have peeled 6 apples, 4 Granny Smith, 2 Galas. I'm saving all my peelings for our chickens. So there you go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm trying to do this the easy way. I just take these apples that I have peeled and sliced with my peeler. I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to pick out any peelings when I'm done. I'm going to make sure I don't have any seeds in there because I think I just saw one of those as well. Yep, a little bit of one. Then I'm going to add flour and sugar and other stuff. You see there's some stuff in the bowl with the apples. What's in there? 1 cup of sugar, which that is any fruit pie, unless it's a tart pie, it's 1 cup of sugar. Trust me, it's what Mom said. A little bit of cinnamon, a tiny touch of nutmeg in it, not much at all, and a 1/4 cup of flour. That's it. That's all it's to it. We're going to mix it up. And yes, use your hands. The best tools God ever invented. Apples, sliced, peeled. Sugar, flour, cinnamon, a little bit of salt. How much salt? A dash. How much cinnamon? A little bit. How much nutmeg? Very little. Am I going to give you precise directions? No, because I'm teaching you to cook like I was taught to cook. You have to get a feel for it. You'll know what's right. And you all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. Someday you're going to make something and go, oh, wow, did I make that? Yeah, you did. And you're probably going to put it in the trash and start over. I had one of those episodes a week ago. You could ask Martha about how ridiculously hot my goulash was, and she would tell you that do not, under any circumstance, confuse the chili powder for the cayenne. They don't play well together. Okay, so I've got that there. Now, a little bit of butter. Gotta have butter. Everything's better with butter. That's why I married the dairy farmer's daughter. Guernsey princess, I might add. Okay, butter. 4 pats of butter. Why 4? I don't know. 5's just as good. Top crust. Again, it's a rolled crust. It's from Aldi. Is it horrible? No, it's actually quite good. Is it as good as your own homemade? Depends on how good you are at making homemade. I make a pretty good homemade crust, but it's a colossal pain. Like I said before, my mom used these, and my mom was an excellent cook. Some things just are not worth the extra effort. I know, I said that. I'll make a crust if I really, really get bored, but I usually keep a supply of these on hand just because it's so easy. Now I'm crimping the edge of the pie. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Go all the way around, take that top crust, roll under the bottom to create a nice seal. Less likely to have apple juice all over the bottom of your oven. Go around it, press it in, make it semi-even. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're not cooking for the county fair here, you're cooking for the family. And if you go to the trouble of making them a homemade pie, I doubt they're gonna fault you for not having it perfect and for using a bought crust. Put a few holes in it. How many? I don't know, a bunch. You want the steam to get out. You don't want it all soggy. Now, some of you may consider this sacrilege. Hang on just a second. Butter flavored vegeline. What, pray tell, is he going to do with that? Watch. He's going to spray a little bit on there. Then he's going to put some sugar on it so the sugar sticks to it. It makes a lovely pie crust. I'm back, even though you can't see me. A little sugar across top. Yeah, it makes a mess. Messes wipe up. And that's that. It's going to go in the oven. I'm going to bake that for about an hour. Then I'm going to turn the oven off. So now I'm going to bake that about an hour. 350 degrees. Then I'm going to shut the oven off. I'm going to leave it sitting there for another hour. Seems to give me my best result. Could be just with my oven. Beats me. Works out well. So again, 350 for an hour. Let it sit for an hour, 45 minutes, whatever. Pull it out. Let it rest a couple more hours. Delightful at dinner time. Thanks, guys. So the apple pie baked about an hour. Let it sit in the oven for another 40 minutes or so. That was at 350 degrees. So after the hour of baking, I turn the oven off and let it sit. And what does it look like, you ask? Like that. It's delicious. A little bit of sugar across the top. I'm not going to turn it too much so I don't want it to run out. That's it. Apple pie. Lemon pie. Moving forward. I just juiced a few lemons. Now I'm going to zest a lemon. By the way, if you don't have one of these microplane zesters, they're the bomb. Recipe does not call for lemon zest in the pie. We all like lemon, and the natural oils that occur in the peeling and the zest and the rind, whatever, add a great flavor. So I always zest one lemon out into my lemon pie, recipe or not. There, we have the zest of a lemon. You don't want to get too far in there because you don't want the pith. Nobody likes a pithy pie. Get it? Pithy pie? Anyway, sorry. So now how do I juice a lemon? First I move that out of the way so you can see. Then, have no fear, it's a granite countertop, I can't cut it. Half a lemon, lemon zester, juicer, zester. Zester's over there, juicer's here. Juice the lemon. There are better juicers out there. This one was like a buck at IKEA, so it works just fine. I say that as I get ready to make a giant mess here. There we go, it's juiced. Chickens get the peelings. There's my lemon juice. More to follow. So lemon pie. First, and it's probably the wrong whisk, but hey, it works. I'm just gonna beat my eggs up a little bit, my egg yolks actually. Fresh from our chickens. 4 of them. Sorry, I didn't tell you how many. Martha just held up 3 fingers, which reminded me I put in 4 egg yolks. Don't ask how that works, it just works for the 2 of us. Sweetened condensed milk. Sweetened condensed milk goes in with the lemon zest. Gotta get it all. My mother was frugal. Eggs are whipped up, sort of. Egg yolks, sorry, and 4 of them, yes. Put those in there. Now, half a cup of lemon juice, as it calls for. We already discussed, hang on, I'm gonna turn you guys up here by me. Hi. We already discussed that we like things lemony, so we have lemon zest in there. Also, Watkins Pure Lemon Extract, a little bit of that, just for that extra touch of lemon. So, Martha's gonna pan back down there. There she is. How much lemon extract? I don't know. Probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Whew, good thing you use lemon. Whip that together. Dump in the lemon juice. Whip that together. Slop it on the counter. Then we're gonna see if Martha can follow me over to the pie with the camera. Here we go, action shot. Over to the pre-baked pie. Pre-baked about 15 minutes actually. Then we're gonna bake this again just because even though we trust our eggs, doesn't hurt to heat them a little bit to be on the safe side, and it's gonna help things set up. And no, we don't want this to the top of the pie crust because you need room for whipped cream. And a little decoration I'm gonna put on right away. The lemon pie is setting up nicely. What am I gonna do now? Whimsical me. I have a lemon, I have a knife, I have 2 whole cloves. Martha's gonna come closer so you can watch what I do. Bring it in there, Cecil B. First we cut our lemon in half. And if I screw this up, I'll just do it again. Then we cut a little piece off of here, like that. We cut a little piece off of the other side, like that. We go right on the edge, and we cut a little piece off like that. Make a little stab there, little stab there, trying to stab yourself. These little pieces we cut off, you have to find a little stab back. Here it is. We stick an ear in there. Find the other stab back. We stick an ear in there. We give him some eyes. Maybe. Sorry if he turns out cross-eyed. not to offend any cross-eyed viewers. He has eyes, he has ears. We put a stab right here. It's gotta hurt. Clean off any of the actual lemon meat. We try not to cut our finger while we do it. Maybe. There we go, did that. Find out a little stab back. Stuff in our tail. Stuff in our tail. And there we have our mouse. The mouse is done. You saw that brilliant piece of artwork. The pie is done. I'm gonna have Martha follow me down here. Come on down. We'll put the mouse right there on top of our lemon pie. I'll ring this with some whipped cream later. Done.